Hey, this is Sebastian from the Metal Gods Meltdown, and this evening I'm joined by
Eric Dow from Helsott.
It's great to be chatting to you this evening. I love the album. How pleased are you with Will and the Witch?
Ecstatic.
Yeah.
The best thing we've done, I think. I know that's kind of cliche for a lot of bands to say that. It's like, oh, it's our new album. It's the best we've ever done. But I believe it this time. I really do.
Brilliant, man. Okay, can you tell us why you chose Billy the Kid for this concept album?
Oh, sure. I mean, I've been a fan of history in general, but American Wild West is just, ever since I was a little kid, it's just been so fascinating to me. You know, the on edge, the danger, the outlaw, then there's always like the good guy who wants to go around for no reason at all and just be a good guy, and I guess the push me, pull you of the whole thing, just always fascinated me. And then I saw the movie Young Guns as a kid.
That's a good film.
Oh, yeah. And obviously Young Guns 2 is one of the best sequels. I mean, It's hard to get a good sequel. And yeah, man. So, I've just been a fan of the Western genre. I'm a big fan of movies. And my drummer and I were driving through the desert on our way to Las Vegas to a gig.
Right.
And we were just looking around at the desert and got inspiration from the scenery. And we're like, man, let's go for it. Let's do a Western album. And so we did.
Sweet. What are you saying about the desert? You know, the first thing that came into my mind, you seen Breaking Bad?
Oh, I love it. I just watched
that's the first thing that came
night.
into my mind then. Crazy. Okay. Can you tell me your favorite track on the album today and why?
Oh, man, I don't know. That's tough. I'm super proud of Skin Out.
Yeah.
That was one of those melodies that, like, I woke up in the middle of the night and I didn't have anything to write down. I didn't have a keyboard near me or whatever. My only keyboard was in my daughter's room and she was fast asleep. So I just kind of laid awake at night humming that melody over and over again, didn't get any sleep. And then I had to get up and take my other daughter to the doctor. And then I had to go pick up my other daughter. It was like all day long before I could get to a keyboard. And then I get down to the keyboard and I just, recorded it, got it out of my head. And it felt so good to get it out of my head. And then it was just kind of like sat for a few months. And then when it finally all came together and, I heard the guitar for it for the first time and all the twists and turns that we do with it. It just ended up being one of my favorites, one of the ones I'm most proud of. I really like Regulators.
Yeah.
I really like Southern Shine. Independence Night, having Ripper Owens singing on our album is kind of, for any Iced Earth, Judas Priest fan or whatever, it's kind of a dream come true, just little things like that. But the whole album's just badass, and I'm so proud of it, But it's hard to pick, it's like I got 12 babies on that album. It's hard to pick the best.
I know, man. But yeah, I just love it. I can't stop playing it. It's fantastic. I mean, I'm not getting around to review so much these days, but I knew I had to review that album, and it's amazing. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it, man. It was a great review. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome. Okay, so I'm going to ask you about the video for I Make You Famous. Where was that filmed? It looks great.
It was awesome. I found a place in Landers, California, which is the upper desert, close to where we were when we were driving to Las Vegas, not too far off, maybe about 40 minutes east of where we were. When we thought of the concept for the album. And what it is it's just like mom and pop. There's a couple that own it. It's built to be like a movie studio or a film studio. So they've got a wardrobe there. They've got special effects there. Wow. They've got two streets that look like, a main town from the 1800s.
Yeah.
And, like there was a Super Bowl commercial. I don't know if anybody saw the Super Bowl commercial in, like, I think it was 2020, where Sam Elliott was dancing with the rap guy, and his mustache was like dancing around, and it was a Doritos commercial.
Okay.
Big time commercial. And that was filmed there.
Okay.
And there's a Wild Turkey commercial. You know, I love Wild Turkey. And that was filmed there in the saloon. That will be for the next video that comes out in May 11th, because we actually filmed 2 videos there that day.
Awesome.
So, yeah, you know, it was just kind of a one-stop shop. So we all got our friends to go dress up and run around and act like fools while I kind of, you know, had a storyline involved. And 12 hours later, we were drunk and 2 videos happened.
That sounds amazing, man. So in the saloon, does it actually serve beer then? It's actually got beer coming out, has it?
Nope. They don't serve anything in there, but we brought our own.
Wow,
we brought our own. We brought our own whiskey and we brought our own beer. The only thing is we had to wait until all the guns were put away.
Yeah, obviously.
So once we were done filming with the guns, then we could bring the alcohol out.
Right. Yeah.
So we made sure to, you know, the first video, I'll Make You Famous. You know, there were guns throughout the whole video, so nobody was able to drink. It was very serious. You know, it was storyline driven. I had everything I needed, all the shots I needed, and we just powered through it, made it happen.
Yeah, man.
Then the second video, there's some gunshots in it, so we just made sure to do all the gunshots first.
Yeah.
So we could bring out the alcohol.
That sounds like a plan. Sounds like a good idea. Okay. So can you tell us what has been the hardest thing getting the album sorted through COVID? I mean, has it been difficult to get it done?
Typically, yeah. I think COVID in a way helped us a little bit because we started writing it right before COVID.
Yeah.
And instead of feeling pressured because, you know, touring and just playing gigs, it's hard to get an album out.
Yeah.
There was nothing else to do. So all we could do was get together and write a kick-ass album.
Brilliant. Yeah.
And so in a way, I think COVID really helped the process of writing.
Yeah.
But then we had to sit on it for over a year before we could put it out.
Wow.
I mean, we finished the album in 2020. It was done.
Did you? Shit. Yeah. Crazy days, man. Crazy days. Honestly, couldn't make it up, could you? Honestly. So why did you choose the name Helsott? Do you remember why? And do you remember any other names you thought of?
I don't really remember any other names. It was like I was searching through the Poetic Eddas and like any Norse or especially like Teutonic, Germanic, any kind of like really, really old text for something that meant death, basically, you know, or darkness or anything like that. And I quickly came across a word that was used in several different cultures. Okay. And it was Helsott.
Right.
And, you know, it basically means hell's journey in the north or fatal illness, you know, in the south. And I was just like, that's perfect, man.
Yeah.
So, you know, because I wanted a pagan metal band, but we didn't necessarily need to be Viking or Icelandic or any of that. It just happened because I found a word that was suited for, you know, I mean, even the Saxons used the word. So, yeah, I thought it was perfect. It was like hell's journey, fatal illness. That's the word. Helsott.
It is. I mean, like being a reviewer and everything, you get sent so many albums, man, and just sometimes I think it was the name that was like, because John actually sent it through to me. I'm like, Helsott, that sounds interesting, and that's the sort of thing that got me listening. And I was like, fuck yeah, this is brilliant. I mean,
hell yeah,
dude. If you were in mainland Europe, you would be selling out arenas, man. I reckon. Honestly, it's just amazing. I mean, you know, obviously Anestherium, bands like that. Pagan metal, folk metal, especially in mainland Europe, is amazing and huge. And honestly, does it frustrate you sort of being in the States and not over this way?
Yeah, but I mean, you deal with the cards you dealt with. Yeah, I mean, we could go and uproot our families and move to Europe and try to do it over there.
Yeah.
They love us over there. I mean, when we played Wacken, it was like,
I know.
I didn't know what to expect. because they never really heard, only a few people had heard of us out there in a crowd of 5,000 or more.
Yeah.
And by the end of our set, they were just chanting our name and screaming at the top of their lungs. It was like we'd won them over in like 45 minutes. It was so awesome.
Totally, man. I mean, can you give us some idea of what you're going to be doing for tour dates? You are coming to mainland Europe, aren't you?
Yeah, well, that's the plan. I mean, we've been trying to come since 2020, but shit keeps getting canceled. Plans right now is we haven't toured since 2019, so we're gonna do an easy West Coast America tour in June that I booked myself. And it's just a 9-day tour, a bunch of markets we've already played, just nice, easy, keep it simple.
Yeah.
And then we've got some release shows in Southern California. And then we're at the HRH Viking at Sheffield.
Yeah.
We're really hoping to get a tour package together late November into December. So we're not over there just for one date.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How much do you rate the importance of being seen live then? I mean, obviously you've not played since 2019, but how, before COVID and all that crap, how important do you see that?
Oh, sorry. Everything. I've always rated bands myself from their live performance.
Yeah.
I mean, I have some amazing, albums and shit that I listen to this day where, like Suicidal Tendencies. Yeah. Love their albums. They suck live. Rob Zombie sucks live. Molly Crew, Vince Neil can't sing for shit, but I love their old albums,
Yeah.
But, Molly Crew's coming around in the summer, and I'm not going to pay to go see that shit anymore.
I've never seen them, and even when they were like, I love Motley Crue, but nah, you're right. I just wouldn't bother.
Exactly. I'm not going to bother. I mean, I love Mick Mars to death. Like, if I was to go, it would be just to see him play guitar some more, Yeah. I've seen Motley Crue like probably 20 times.
Really?
I was a huge fan at one point, but it's like to me, live is everything, though. I mean, if you can't pull it off live, then fuck it. Why are you doing it?
Totally, man. Totally. All right, and the next question: which 3 bands would you have on tour with you and love to share the stage with in a dream world?
In a dream world, Iron Maiden, Therion, and Amon Amarth. We'll throw Blind Guardian in there for a special ding, cherry on the top.
That would be amazing, man. Okay. Can you remember the first album that you ever owned? What it was?
Oh, yeah. It was The Doors' Greatest Hits on cassette.
That's a good choice, man. Good choice.
The first album I ever bought for myself, though, was The Offspring Smash.
Okay, yeah. Great.
That was on CD, though. That was the first CD I ever bought. But before that, I had all like the Suicidal Tendencies, Anthrax, Morbid Angel.
Yeah.
Loved Slayer, loved Metallica, Megadeth. I had all those cassettes, but when CD came out, I remember that was it Come Out and Play It just come out on the radio, and I was just like, oh fuck yeah, man. As a California kid, that was like that was everything to us, just, and I listen back to it now and I'm like, oh fuck, man, this shit sucks.
You're stuck in quarantine for a week. Which band or musician would you have with you?
Oh geez, Iron Maiden.
Go for it, man.
Let's go with Iron Maiden.
Good choice.
Just let Bruce just talk, and I just sit there and listen.
Excellent. Your musical skills are exceptional. When was it you first realised that you've got such a talent and you can sing, you can do what you do? When was that?
Yeah, I'd hardly call it singing, right?
You know what I mean, dude. Takes a lot of things to do to just even go on stage, man.
Right. Well, my brother, who's a guitar player in the band,
right.
He's 4 years older than me, and he got a guitar when we were kids. And he's always, had trouble finding a drummer. And my eldest brother actually bought a drum set and started playing the drums with him. They had a little band together. And one day he got off the drums to go take a shower, and I didn't even ask permission. I just got on the drum set after watching him play, and I just immediately started playing a beat. Like, it was so natural. And so I'd say when I was 14, 15 years old was the first time I discovered that I had some sort of rhythm in me and some sort of musical talent. So I was a drummer for 10 years ish, give or take. And then I had an accident at work and broke my back, and really can't drum as well anymore. So I started singing.
Right.
And it wasn't like anything where I had practiced singing. It was just, I was a huge death metal fan, a huge fan of Carcass, and I'd be like driving down listening to Dio, but singing it like Carcass style because I can't sing like Dio.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do it.
So it kind of dawned on me one day. I'm sitting there like screaming in the car. I'm like, "Fuck, I could do that."
Yeah,
for a real death metal band, And so I went for it.
You're gonna have to do a cover and release "Rock and Roll Children" in a death metal. That'll be good. Death metal.
No more rock and roll children.
Yeah, man. Love it. That'll be awesome, man. All right. So this is the final question here, man. Okay, can you complete this sentence? Everybody needs Helsott in their lives because
you're a fucking metal maniac just like me, and you can't get enough of the shit.